That cute little girl who kept looking the wrong way is Jonathan Goods' little daughter, Caroline, our producer's daughter. Caroline, you look lovely. Nice to have you down here with us. Okay, it is game one of the Challenger. Janice has dealt out same two decks of cards with the next cards off the top of the deck. And now we'll start game two with a question to you, Laurie. Laurie, we asked 100 United States congressmen in Washington, D.C. Have you ever voted for a law which you now regret was ever passed? How many congressmen have voted for a law which they now regret was ever passed?
Oh, I'm sure there's quite a few that have. When they look back on things, and there's so many laws that they have to vote on, I'm sure when it actually gets into the actual legislation, I'm sure there is quite a few. I'd say 70% probably regret having passed.
She says 70 out of the 100 that we polled say, yeah, they've regretted having passed a certain law. Jack?
Jim, I don't think so. I know 3 people from Congress myself, and they're all a little strange, just to say the least. And I think there are a lot of them that have second thoughts about it. But I'm going to go just a little bit lower. I don't think it's quite that high.
Don't think
so. No, no way.
Sure, if they were strange, they'd never regret it, right?
That's right.
The actual number of congressmen who voted for a law which they now regret was ever passed is 38. You're right, Jack.
Great.
It is lowered. Jack needs this game, and he starts off
good
with
card.
a 3.
Oh, great. Up, Jim. Up
higher
top.
than a 3, a 4.
Good. Up, Jim.
Risking it higher. Up it is.
Freeze right there, Jim.
Jack is halfway to tying up the match. Question 2 to you, Jack. Our man on the street went to a small city in Japan where he asked 100 Japanese girls, when it comes time for you to marry, will your parents pick out your husband for you? How many Japanese girls said yes, their parents will pick out their husbands for them?
I think in Japan it's probably just like it was before, and I think they had that custom where the families probably did. I don't think I would enjoy doing that for my daughters because they're getting to be bigger than I am, actually. But I think it would be a number right around 55.
55 out of 100
Right.
Japanese girls said their parents will pick out their husband, Laurie.
Oh, I think in a small Japanese village, it's still going to be very traditional. I think it's going to be much higher.
You say higher than that?
Yes.
And that really is the key to the question. We're asking how much have the times changed, because I remember hearing about that's the way it used to be. Is it still that way? Let's find out. Jack says 55 and Laurie says higher. The actual number of Japanese girls who said their parents will pick out their husband for them is 35, not higher, it's lower.
Right.
And the times have indeed changed.
Card.
Jack,
Change
you got
that
a
card,
7.
please.
Speaking of changing,
Come on,
he's
be a
gonna get
good
rid
card.
of that 7.
Oh, great card. Lower, Jim.
Lower than
a lot
the
lower.
ace.
Oh,
9.
right. Better freeze right there, Jim.
One card Jack needs to tie things up. Laurie? Laurie, we asked 100 psychiatrists. Generally speaking, do you think the newspaper column Dear Abby gives good advice? How many psychiatrists think Dear Abby gives good advice?
Well, I personally think she gives terrible advice, and I don't think very many.
Why is that?
Oh, some of the things that she says, there's no way I would do some of the things.
Oh, okay.
So I think I think that psychologists are going to think that most of the
They're
time.
psychiatrists, but in the same field, yeah.
Yeah, aren't going to like her advice. So I would say maybe 25.
So you think only 25 out of 100 psychiatrists said, yeah, Dear Abby gives good advice, Jack?
I don't think it's going to be quite that high, Jim. I think they consider her as a competitor to them, just like I do and some of my people that I deal with. So I think that's going to be even a little bit lower than that.
You say lower?
A little bit lower.
Loud moan from our audience there. And how many of the audience think that Dear Abby gives good advice there? All right, 25 for Laurie, lower for Jack. The actual number of psychiatrists who think Dear Abby gives good advice is 81, not lower. Very much higher. They underestimated Abby, and Laurie starts with a 2.
Good call, higher.
Higher than a 2, a 6.
Higher.
Risking it higher. Oh no, a 4 is not higher. And not only do you lose those 2 cards, but you give Jack a free chance to call off the 9 for the game.
A lot of low cards, Jim. I'm going to go against the odds and say higher.
Is it higher? No, it's the same. So as Janice fills in the spaces, sudden death, someone has to win it right here. Jack, the question's going to you. Now, we often poll single women, and as you may remember, my favorite poll was about having a pig as a pet. So they combined it. Our staff put 2 and 2 together. We asked 100 single women who have a pig as a pet. If you were dating a man you really liked, but he gave you an ultimatum, either the pig goes or he goes, who would you kiss goodbye? How many women would stop seeing the man?
Ooh, boy, that is... I was born and raised on a farm and Had a lot of good-looking pigs in our sty. But I think that the girls would probably go for the man.
So how many
in the
would
long
stop
run.
seeing the man?
So I don't think it would be very high. I think it would be about 15.
15 out of
15,
100
right.
would stop seeing the man and keep the pig.
Would you repeat the question again?
Yes, indeed. It's such a well-written question here. We asked 100 single women over a pig as a pet. If you were dating a man you really liked, but he gave you an ultimatum, either the pig goes or he goes, who would you kiss goodbye? How many women would stop seeing the man? He said 15.
Oh, well, like a man, I'd say it's a little bit higher. I think that if it's just like, it's not love, I think they might stop seeing the man. I'd say a little bit higher.
I love the wording, who would you kiss goodbye, the man or the pig? The actual number of women who would kiss the man goodbye is 72. Higher. They would keep the pet pig. Laurie, it is sudden death. You have control, but you are in an interesting position. You've got a 2 needing 4 cards. Jack in the middle with a 9 needs only 1. Are you going to play it or pass it?
I'll pass it.
So it comes down to this, Jack. You couldn't do it before, but if you can call this correctly, you've tied up the match. If you call it wrong, we have a new champion with a 9.
I'll try lower, Jim.
This time he
Gotta
goes with
try
the
lower.
odds lower.
Beat it.
It is lower. Jack
Great.
ties it up. We have a tie. We'll be right back.
Too close.